He wasn't born into influence. He didn't start with a platform, and no one was waiting to listen. He worked inside a family wine store, long hours, narrow margins, a business that survived but never promised escape. Money was tight, options were limited, and the future felt small. While others chased fast wins, he stayed, day after day, year after year. He wasn't building a brand, he was building patience. There were no shortcuts, no overnight results, just repetition, discipline, and the quiet decision to keep showing up. He watched people quit early, quit ideas, quit relationships, quit on themselves. And slowly, almost invisibly, he understood something most people miss. Success doesn't reward talent first, it rewards endurance. This is not a story about hype, it's a story about time. This is the story of Gary Vaynerchuk. The wine store wasn't a dream, it was an obligation. Shelves to restock, invoices to pay, customers who came for discounts, not stories. He worked from morning to night, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, doing everything that kept the doors open and nothing that felt like progress. The margins were thin, the pressure wasn't. Family businesses don't let you fail loudly. They let you fail slowly, in silence, while responsibility watches. He felt trapped, not by the work, but by the weight of expectations that didn't come with options. So he found an outlet no one took seriously. A camera, a desk, a few bottles of wine. He started talking to nobody, no audience, no production, no validation, just long videos about wine uploaded to a young internet that hadn't decided what it was yet. Most nights, the view count barely moved. Most mornings, no one mentioned it. But he kept going, because he wasn't chasing attention. He was building tolerance, for boredom, for doubt, for being ignored. While others waited for momentum, he learned to operate without it. And somewhere between the empty comment sections and the endless workdays, he began to understand the difference between ambition and patience. Ambition wants results now. Patience is willing to wait years. He chose patience long before it paid him back. Wine Library TV didn't explode. It didn't go viral. It didn't impress anyone who mattered. At first, the internet was still figuring itself out, and most people treated online video as a joke. A guy yelling about wine into a camera wasn't taken seriously. He was mocked, ignored, dismissed as noise, but Gary noticed something others missed. Platforms weren't just tools, they were windows of timing. While established voices waited for permission, he experimented. YouTube, blogs, Twitter, posting constantly, learning publicly, adjusting in real time. He studied attention the way others studied markets. What made people stop scrolling? What made them comment? What made them come back? And he did it without reward. Years passed before results showed. Not months, years. The wine store benefited first. Sales rose quietly. Customers arrived already trusting him, not because of ads, but because of familiarity. Trust compounded. The show became a reference point, then a reputation, then leverage. But the real asset wasn't the audience, it was the endurance. He had learned how to create daily without applause, how to work without recognition, how to stay consistent when quitting would have been easier. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they leave too early. Gary stayed, and staying over time began to look like strategy. Leaving the wine store wasn't a victory, it was a rupture. For years, his identity had been tied to shelves, invoices, and family obligation. Walking away meant choosing uncertainty over familiarity. It meant disappointing people who didn't see content as a career and patience as a strategy. The internet still didn't promise anything. Attention was fragile, algorithms shifted without warning, income was inconsistent, and he was alone. The marriage ended, the routine broke, the safety net disappeared. What remained was work. He leaned into it, not with polish, but with volume. Daily posts, endless replies, long hours spent listening, responding, documenting. He wasn't building a company yet, he was building a voice shaped by repetition, by mistakes left online, by opinions formed in public and refined over time. Most creators waited for clarity before speaking. He spoke to find clarity. Slowly, brands began to notice, not because he was loud, but because he was present, everywhere, all the time. He understood platforms before they matured, culture before it crystallized, and attention before it became scarce. The media brand didn't arrive fully formed. It assembled itself, piece by piece, post by post, year by year. Endurance turned into leverage. Leverage turned into opportunity. And what looked like noise to outsiders was, in fact, a system quietly coming together. The media company didn't arrive with a launch event. It arrived with exhaustion. Years of posting had created something intangible, attention that trusted him, and trust that didn't disappear when trends shifted. Clients came slowly, budgets were cautious, expectations were unclear, so he worked harder than anyone expected. He didn't scale fast. He didn't hire recklessly. He didn't chase headlines. He focused on output, content every day, across every platform for years. While others optimized for short-term growth, he optimized for relevance over time. He treated patience like a skill, a discipline, something to be trained. The company grew in layers: consulting, content, strategy, each built on the same foundation: attention earned, not bought. There were no viral moments that changed everything, no single deal that validated the years of work, just steady progress measured in years instead of quarters. He watched people burn out chasing speed, watched creators disappear after brief success, watched brands rise fast and fade faster. He didn't rush to win, he stayed to last. And over time, the thing that once looked like desperation, posting endlessly, replying to everyone, working when no one was watching, became the reason he couldn't be ignored. Endurance had done what talent alone never could. It built a media brand strong enough to survive attention cycles, platform changes, and public opinion. Not because it was perfect, but because it had learned how to wait. By the time people called him an overnight success, 2 decades had already passed. Years of being ignored, years of saying the same things before anyone wanted to hear them, years of building in public without protection from failure. He didn't win by being early once. He won by staying late, long after others left. The divorce didn't define him. The loneliness didn't stop him. The lack of money didn't slow him. They trained him. They taught him how to work without reassurance, how to keep going without applause, how to believe in time when belief was the only thing available. The media brand he built wasn't a product of hype. It was a byproduct of endurance. Attention followed consistency. Opportunity followed patience, and scale followed trust. Gary Vaynerchuk didn't build his life by chasing fast results. He built it by outlasting doubt. Not louder, not faster, just longer. Because in a world obsessed with shortcuts, the rarest skill is the willingness to stay. Some lives aren't built by speed or talent or perfect timing. They're built by the people who stayed long after quitting made sense.